Well, howdy, y'all. Hello, hello. I am Shay, and welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for coming, and welcome back if you're back again. Appreciate your continued support. We're going to do Whip and Chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress, and then chat, we're just going to hang out. So I'm going to diamond paint, and y'all go ahead and pull out whatever you want to do. Y'all can diamond paint along with me. I have a job where I work as a marketing specialist for a podiatrist, so I have to drive all day. And so I listen to Whip and Chats in the car. So y'all can be in the car like I do, listening to these. Treat them like a podcast. I'm not able to watch them, I just listen. But they sure do keep me company. So, yes. So, welcome. How are you guys? I'm so glad to be here today. It is Wednesday for me, / Thursday for you. If you're watching this the day that it comes out, it's Valentine's Day for me. So it's Valentine's evening. Yeah, it was a good day. So, we normally don't do a whole lot for Valentine's. It kind of depends on the year. Okay, let's back up. Hold on a minute. Let's talk about what I'm going to be working on. I just started chatting. We got to talk about the whip first. So, my whip is this diamond painting from Distracted by Diamonds, and it is called The Message, and it's by Gretel Lusky. And I will pop up a picture somewhere in one of the corners and show you so you can see the entire image. I actually have her flipped upside down, and as you can see her head right here, her face, and here's Scuttle, the little seagull. So I did halfway, I start at the bottom of the painting and I go halfway, and then I flip it upside down and then I start working from the top down until where I meet in the middle where I stopped. So that's kind of how I do it. Yes, that is the method to my madness. All the tools that I'm going to be using, I've been using it for the past for 3 or 4 whip and chats. So I'll have them linked down in the description. Sometimes I hate to, go through all that if y'all have already seen them or may not be interested, but yes, it's good to support, small shops and to do that. So, yes, I'm in a kind of a chill mood. Sometimes I'm kind of hyper, sometimes I'm kind of chill, but today's kind of chill. It's 8:51, so it's almost 9 o'clock. And we've had dinner. We had steak. My husband made steak for dinner. We had a nice glass of wine. He went to Costco. And, yeah, he's back from Las Vegas. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Him and my son, my oldest Ryan, my 18-year-old, they went to Vegas for the Super Bowl. They did not go to the actual Super Bowl, but they did go for the whole experience. And they had a good time. They were gone for almost a week. And they got home last night. So it's good to have them back. They're a little worn out, so the fact that he went to Costco today was really nice while I was at work. He got some flowers. I got the cutest necklace. I can't remember. I told my husband, I cannot remember the last time he got me jewelry. It's been a long time. It's been a minute, so I told him. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just, it's expensive, and it's something that, you might do when you first start dating, but, just. So we're just, but yeah, he got me this really cute necklace. It's X and O's on a little cute necklace. Yeah, so he got that for me. I got him a shirt from Dick's Sporting Goods. So I wasn't super romantic, but all right. So where do we catch up? I took a few notes, but I'm just trying to pick over here in my diamond painting. Let's talk about the week. But y'all make sure and tell me how you are. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me how your week's been, how you're feeling, how you're really feeling, Some of you from last week when I asked did reach out to me, so I appreciate that. I know it's not easy to be vulnerable, and a lot of people are, introverts, and it means a lot to me that you felt comfortable enough to be able to reach out to me. So thank y'all very much for doing that. It meant a lot to me, and I hope it helped you, and it's nice to make those connections in the community, and I'm here. So if y'all ever need anything, just let me know. Let me know. I am here. And I haven't diamond painted in 3 days. So I think that's why I'm zoning out here for a second. I'm not even talking to you. I'm where's my point? Where am I going with this conversation? My mom and dad were in town. But let's back up. We'll talk about that in a sec. Let's go back to the beginning. And I took some notes. Let me grab my notes and see where we left off. Okay, where did we leave off, y'all? Yes. Super Bowl Sunday. Oh man, that was it was fun, and then it was not so fun. So I did have my live on Sunday, and I had guests. I had Leopard Leatherworks, Tim and Carrie, and we had a great pre Super Bowl live, and that was a lot of fun. We just talked about some things and caught up, and you all got to know them. So if you have not watched that live, go check it out. They're really sweet. And I have met them in person, and they're just as nice in person as they are online. And they have a really fun Discord, and Tim likes to turn pins on live, so you can actually see a pin being turned, maybe that you've ordered or someone else has ordered. It's really fun. So it's a great time. So yeah, go check them out. And then after that, so I had told y'all in my last whip and chat that I thought I was going to be alone. Because at that point, that was the plan. My husband was gone, oldest was gone, my other son would end up going to a party, and then I thought my daughter Lou was going to be going to a party. Well, the party ended up being here. So on Saturday and Sunday, I spent those 2 days running to the grocery store getting stuff for a Super Bowl party. Balloons, flowers, cupcakes, chips, dips, like all the things. Because she invited she told me she invited like 10 different friends over. I was like, that'll be fun. Well, I got off my live, and when I got off the live, I came downstairs and the Super Bowl was just starting. It was like perfect timing. They had just done the national anthem, so I did miss that, which I was bummed, but that's okay. They'll watch a replay, but I did watch that, and so the girls had set out all these. It looked amazing. They had the juice boxes set out, the cookies, the chips, the dips. I mean, all the things. It was so cute. They did a great job. The girls are really, really good at setting up that stuff now. So I went downstairs and started eating some queso and chips and started watching the game and then doing laundry. And if you're new to my channel, we're a big San Francisco 49ers family. So we were rooting for the 49ers. My husband and my son had gone to root for them. Unfortunately, they did not make it. They didn't make it. It was close though, y'all. If you watched the game, you know it was close. It was tied and it went into overtime. And Lou was so invested in the game, which for an 11-year-old, I just was like so surprised how invested. She loves football. I mean, the last 2 games, I don't remember that at that age sitting and watching an entire football game. I would have thought that was boring. Maybe with like my dad or something if he was into it, but I'm in and out of the room. She's not watching it for me. She's like into it. And she was just like right next to the TV, right in front of the TV, watching everything. She had, let's see, there wasn't a whole lot of kids that came. She had three girls come over, so 3 of her friends, and they stayed here till almost the game was over. And it was a lot of fun. But when it got close to the game being tied, Lou started getting really anxious and really nervous and like started to tear up a little bit, and you could tell she was going to cry. I'm like, it's okay, it's good. She goes, I'm so nervous. I'm just nervous. She had so much invested in it. It was just it's crazy, y'all. And I guess and I guess it's not a bad thing, to get into a sport and, have fun with it. And it's a family thing. But she was just getting so beside herself, and I didn't know what to do. And then, of course, the Chiefs won. And she just, as soon as they scored that touchdown, she just ran into the bedroom and started crying and just lost it. And her best friend was here, and her best friend was rooting for the Chiefs, and her best friend was really sweet. She ran in there and she was like, it's okay, and, trying to make her feel better. And we had to turn the TV off immediately. And it was really hard because it was kind of late and she had school the next day, but she was so sad. Yeah. So, but she didn't want to go to school the next day, but by the time we went to bed, I was making her laugh, and I was like, don't worry about those boys. I'm like, it's cool that you're one of the boys. You're one of the guys. You like football. A lot of girls don't. That's, and a lot of girls do, but it's cool to like football, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to be able to take it a little bit, if your team doesn't win. Everybody loses, everybody wins, not everybody can win. So it was like, almost like a lesson in like losing, it's not easy to lose. It's not fun. But she went to school the next day and she said it was okay. The boys gave her a little bit of a hard time. Some of the boys that, are Chiefs fans, but she hung in there. But let's talk about halftime. Y'all, I love Usher. I mean, I've seen him in concert. I've seen Ludacris in concert. Ludacris was there with his big afro. I loved it. I love Alicia Keys. I've heard some people like complaining about like not being able to hear the music. Well, I was there for it. I loved it. I was folding laundry during it, but if I would have been alone, I think I was singing for sure, but I think I would have been dancing. I would have gotten up. But, my daughter had friends. I didn't want to embarrass her. I was there for it. The commercials were okay. I thought they'd been better in years past. Y'all let me know what you think. I think there were some good ones, but I think they'd been better. Kind of disappointed in those, but Usher was good. Some people said that they couldn't really understand him or hear him. I'm like, yo, he's so good. He still got it. I know he's older, but he still got it. And I was here. I was here for it, and I was feeling it. Lou and my husband were texting back and forth during the game, and right after halftime, he sent Lou a message, and he's like, "Was Mom dancing to Usher?" She's like, "No, she's doing laundry." I was like, "Yes." Boy, how times have changed, right? Yes, it showed that I was, showing Dad that I was, doing my job. But at the same time, kind of sad. Doing laundry during Usher. I loved it. I probably could have done without his shirt coming off. That's just me personally. I think we get to a certain age and I don't think we should be taking our shirts off. But I loved it. I loved it. I was feeling the old school vibes. Old school for me, Yeah, it's good. What'd y'all think? I don't know. I've heard mixed things, but I liked it. And that's where I'm sticking with it. I loved it. I loved him on roller skates. I love the songs. It was good. So that was Sunday. Did Super Bowl Sunday. Back to work Monday. It was like a hangover though, like a holiday hangover, Super Bowl hangover. I didn't even drink that much. It was just like, ooh, staying up late and all the emotions tied to it. But what else happened? And then yes, let's talk about that. So Monday, my mom and dad came into town. They were only going to be here for a couple of nights, 2 nights. They left this morning. They had some doctor's appointments in town. So for those of you that are new, my mom and dad used to live in Dallas, but they moved to Amarillo to be with my grandmother. And it's been, I'm so bad about time, y'all. Maybe a year and a half, I think, maybe now. And we haven't seen them since the summer, since July. So they came into town. They got here Monday night, about 5:30, and we went and picked up Lou. She was at a friend's house. My mom went with me, picked her up. So good to hug them, and I'm really close to my parents, so I really, really miss them. I really did. So we had a good time, just kind of catching up, and I hadn't seen them in so long, so it was great. And we went out to dinner. We went to a place called Ford's. We wanted to go to their favorite Tex-Mex restaurant, but a lot of restaurants are closed on Monday nights. I guess because of like the weekend, and I guess they need a break. So yeah, they were closed. A sushi place we wanted to go to was closed. We were like, gosh. So we went to a place called Ford's. It was good. And after that, we went to a place that has rolled ice cream. I think it's Korean style ice cream. And we walked in there, and we've been in there, a few times before, and it's fine. But went in there, and y'all, it smelled like a dirty diaper. It was disgusting. Disgusting. So no one else got anything but Lou. We were like, no. I probably shouldn't even have let her get something because it probably could have been bad. But we made her take it to go because we're like, we need some fresh air. We're not going to be sitting here. It was bad. I went to the bathroom when we were there when she was waiting for her ice cream, and the bathroom smelled better than the restaurant outside. So who knows what was going on. But it was pretty gross. But we did that. And then, what did we do? And then we came home, we chatted up for a little bit, and then I had to go to work the next morning. We had to go to school. They had doctor's appointments all day. And that was yesterday. And then, so my husband and Ryan came home, and they met us for dinner. We met them about 6:30 at a restaurant like in between our house and the airport. And it's really good. So we went there and had like a dinner, saw everybody, and they were telling us about their Vegas adventures. They had a good time, but they were worn out. Being in Vegas for almost a week, that's a lot. It is a lot. I mean, for me, I can really only do Vegas for like 3 or 4 days. And I'm like, I'm done. It's just a lot of, just lights and sounds and just so much. So yeah, they were kind of over it, but they had a great time. They were sad their team lost, but they got to do a lot of things and they had a good time. So then, something I was going to talk to y'all about. So my mom and dad called me about a week ago, about a week before they came. And they told me, and I already told my Patreons, but I had not told y'all yet. And that was part of their visit when they were here, was to tell the kids. But they had a golden retriever, and she was going to be 11 this week. And she passed away. They had to put her down, and that was really rough. And they told me, and I took it really hard, and I thought, you know what? If I'm taking it hard, Lou's going to take it really hard. Lou was only 6 months older than Lily. Lily was her name. She was a sweet, sweet dog. And we talked about it with my mom and dad, and I was like, since y'all are going to be coming in a week, I'll wait, and maybe y'all can just tell the kids, if that's okay. If you feel comfortable with that. And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. So our first, their first night here, we'd gone out to dinner and did the rolled ice cream, and we got home, and I had already told Ryan before he left, because I wasn't sure if they were going to make it in time to see my mom and dad, because they weren't supposed to get home until after they left, but they ended up getting home the night before. So they came in, and we came in from dinner, and they're like, come in the living room, sit down. So we all sat down in the living room, and they started telling the kids. They told Lily, and she was kind of in shock at first. There was no crying, and then no emotions. I think she was in shock. And then I walked over to her and I sat next to her and put my arm around her, and she started crying. And my dad handed her a bag, and he said, we got you a gift to remember Lily by. And it was a framed picture, a beautiful framed picture of her and Lily. And Lou was probably about 6 in the picture, 5 or 6. But they were buddies, y'all. Buddies. That was like her dog. So that was rough. That was really rough. She was just sobbing and sobbing and sobbing and crying so much. And my mom was on the couch, and I was like, come sit with me. And my mom was hugging her and holding on to her while she just cried. And it was really sad. And I hope I don't upset anyone by talking about this, but it's part of life. That's why I tried to explain to her. But at the same time, what do you say to someone that's, grieving, and how do you hate to see them so sad and so upset, but that I know that's part of the process, right? So I really had a hard time, because she hasn't had to deal with a lot of death. We haven't in our family. She's 11, but I was like at a loss for words, and I really was like, where's the handbook? Where is the parenting handbook where you talk about death, and how you help your child through that process? Yeah, it was a tricky one. Really, really tricky. But we went to bed. She slept with me because my dad wasn't home yet. That was that first night my parents were here, and they'd gone to bed, and she went to bed with me, and she just could not stop crying. My mom walked in, and she's like, she's still crying. I was like, oh gosh. So went in there, tried to make her laugh, but poor girl had a tough couple of days, just a lot of emotions. And she was saying to me, I don't want to go to school tomorrow, because every time I think about it, I'm going to cry at school. I'm like, you'll be okay. You can't just stay at home and be sad either. We have to move on. And yeah, it's hard. You're trying to find those words, right? All the right words to make somebody feel good and feel better. And it's hard. And sometimes I thought, well, I guess you just let them be with those feelings. I guess. I don't know the right answer. I don't know if I did the right thing, but the next morning, she had asked me for the picture of her and Lily, and I kind of had put it in the kitchen, kind of away on the side, so it wouldn't upset her. And I was like, yeah, it's right over there in the kitchen, on the counter. And she's like, okay. She took it up to her room, and it was fine. She hasn't mentioned anything since. But wow, that was a tough one, y'all. That was a tough one. It was. But it was really nice to see my mom and dad. They left this morning. we all had to go to school and work, and they had a dentist appointment at like 8 in the morning, and we're gonna head out after that. It's about a 6-hour drive to Amarillo from Dallas. So we said our goodbyes this morning, and they headed off. So yeah, they did. It was a good visit. They're gonna be coming back for like more follow-up doctor's appointments. And I was like, yep, we got a guest room now. We did get the guest room furniture set up at like the last minute. We got that set up for him, and yeah, it was good. So I know this whooping chat is going to be probably a little bit, it is going to be shorter than my normal ones, but I almost didn't do one because I was like, my husband's normally gone during the week because he travels for work, but he's home this week because he got in late last night from Vegas, and it's Valentine's Day, and I was like, I still want to hop on and say hello and catch up with you guys just for a little bit, but I am gonna, let y'all go. It's gonna be a shorter one today, and I am sorry for that, but I know y'all understand. My family, is important, obviously, and and I'm gonna spend time with them and go hang out, drink some expensive wine my husband bought, and just do the things. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys and make sure you're doing okay, and say hello. Let's see, something coming up. So I am gonna be. It's really weird, but I shouldn't say it's weird, but it's hard to accept. Tim and Carrie are doing a celebration for one of my milestones. They wanted to turn a pen and let everybody choose like the colors of the pen, a celebratory pen, because I hit a certain milestone with subscribers. Because they asked me what maybe my next milestone was going to be in my next 100. So we hit that on the live on Sunday, which thank you. I can't thank y'all enough. Doesn't even feel like it's good enough to even say it that way. And it's not. I don't know how else to say it though, but it just means a lot. It means a lot. And it's not the numbers, it's how you guys make me feel and how I hope I make you feel. It's about friendships and the community that we have, and just being together and keeping each other company when we need it, and having a like-minded hobby, having something in common. It's just really fun, and being relatable and having things in common. So I love it. So they are going to be doing a live on Thursday night. So if y'all can catch it, it's going to be on their YouTube channel. I may try to post up something tomorrow on my stuff so y'all can connect to it if you haven't subscribed to them already. But it's a 6,700 celebration, which is crazy. Crazy. I can't believe it, y'all. I just can't believe it. Yeah, it's nuts. This is bonkers. Yeah, absolutely bonkers. So that's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if y'all happen to watch this before all that happens, this will go out in the morning, and y'all can hopefully watch it. Yeah, so we'll be there and hang out with us and pick some colors, and we'll make a fun pen. I've never done it before, so I'm excited. Yep, it's going to be a good time. But I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm going to go hang out with the fam. And love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. They really do help. Oh, there you are. Thumbs up. And then if you've not subscribed, I would love to have you. The more the merrier. Love to have you guys join me. We'll have a lot of fun here. It is free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. So just click that subscribe button if you enjoyed yourself today. And yeah, and then there's a notification bell right next to that, and that'll notify you whenever I post up any new videos. Okay, well, I love you guys. Hope you're doing okay. Let me know how you are in the comments, and I'll read those and get back to you, okay? And y'all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. All right, love you. Bye.